So good, people. I feel like the worst case scenario has happened with TCM. TCM is a good game and I enjoy playing it, but I feel that game has fell into the horror game rut. So if you are on the fence about purchasing TCM because you heard how fun the game is, then you might want to watch the entirety of this video, because you might want to wait until the game gonna sell again or the price just come down in general. What I have to tell you might not be easy to hear. Welcome to Mr. Unleashed World. So what's the horror game rut, you ask yourself? The horror game rut starts to set in when the game is initially released. Then it has its rise to popularity because everybody been anticipating it, if it comes out good enough. Then after the first month or so, it starts to flatten out to the baseline of the community. Then the criticism start to set in. And about that time, it's an uphill battle for the devs and for the game because people are requesting so much to be done. A good sign to look at when the horror game rut start to set in is the lobby wait time increase. It seems like TCM wait times have been inconsistent, most of the time waiting longer than usual. You would think to yourself that Leatherface is not a requirement, so lobby wait time should decrease. But that does not seem to be the case. The increase in time could hurt people who have limited time to play after they got home, before they go to bed, before they go to school, wherever you got to do. Then once you make your decision and it's TCM and you get into a game, after waiting for a collective 7 minutes, once everybody picked their characters, then you can run into a world of problems. You're probably thinking, why haven't he told me to hit the engagement button yet? Well, I'm telling you now. Remember to hit the engagement button to rate the content. I appreciate it. So one issue that happens in TCM and starting to become more frequent is the timeout issues. First, the interaction button will stop working at the most inconvenient time. And you can imagine this yourself when you're about to escape and your interact button glitch out and you can't pick up that health bar that you need or open the last gate that you need for your final escape. I have noticed more bugs and glitches with TCM to the point it is starting to interfere with my game experience. And that's why I fear for people who try and buy the game. A new glitch that just started happening is once you die and you try to look at the scores and dip out, the game will actually glitch out and you're stuck on that screen. And the only way to get off that screen is to restart your whole game, which guess what? You lose all your XP points. It's an awkward bug in the game that could have happened after they messed with something else to fix. But there's hope. The devs did acknowledge it and the December 12th patch is supposed to fix that issue, hopefully. Then there's the accusation of TCM being a pay-to-play, which I was very surprised to hear that looking through Reddit. But since the 2 new DLC characters are being classified as broken, with Danny starting out being able to permanently unlock the fuse box, which this has been fixed in the patch as well, first of all, it had to be paid to use, and then when it was released, they turned out to be broken in some type of manner. And that can rub gamers the wrong way, especially when those characters can only be bought and there's no way to unlock them yourself. So the question is, what can TCM do better for the gamer and future gamers that want to give TCM a try? So I can only think of a couple things that can help the game survive and get out of this rut that the game seems to be in. One of the things is giving more events, which I believe West did confirm that they will be having them down the line. The game is enjoyable once you get into it, and I don't want to take that away from it. But some things can be added to keep a constant and slow growing community so the game don't die out. Number one, if the game is going to be timing out like it does, at least let the player keep the progress in the game. So when they turn the game back on, the XP is added to their account. Number two, they need to find a way to allow characters that are released as DLC to be available for everybody. By, of course, letting people pay for them if they want. Also giving people certain levels to reach to unlock them, because I know they must raise the high profile level from 100 on up. So when they do that, they probably can make some kind of stepping stone to unlock DLC characters. Again, this is just an opinion of something that I think they should do. Now the devs are definitely working on the game because they still release patches and they give community Q&As. So hopefully they keep the game in good condition for everybody that's playing now and for the people that decide to buy the game. Just remember, the game is not perfect and will require some patience when loading into a match. I'm just saying. Remember to sub if you don't want to miss no information on multiplayer games, and welcome to Mr. Unleashed World.